Well, hello there, and welcome to another TIBS TV mini chat. We have been doing the 25 days of Christmas here on the Intuitive Body and Soul, and intuitivebodyandsoul.com if you want to know more, certainly. But to this week's gift is the gift of information of food and the FDA in particular. Now, if you are if you are up on the FDA, you'll know that some of us a little bit suspicious about what's been going on there recently, but that's beyond the purview of this conversation. So the gift is the information about food and the FDA in this case. All right. And you may want to believe that you can put your trust in absolutely anything that the FDA approves, but unfortunately, that's not necessarily true. Following foods are commonly eaten in America and probably on a daily basis, but they have been outlawed in other countries due to their toxicity to humans. Indeed, there are countries that will not accept food from the US because of all of the medication, all of the modifications, forgive me, that happens with our food. So if you're eating anything on this particular list that I'm going to read off to you, it might be time to rethink your diet. Okay, and remember that all these things have been approved by the FDA. Okay, so artificial food dyes are typically found in cereals, baked goods, candy, sports drinks, sodas, macaroni, and cheese, and whole lots more. And it's bad because while dyes may make your food look pretty, they're made from chemicals derived from petroleum. And in case you didn't know, that's also used to make gasoline, diesel, and tar. If it fuels your car, it should not. You should not be using it to fuel yourself. Okay. Farmed salmon, and salmon is supposed to be like high on the list of foods that are good for you. But if you're doubling up on your salmon intake because of all the amazing health benefits of those omega-3 fatty acids, you need to consider if you're buying wild, caught, or farm raised salmon. Farm salmon are raised on unnatural diets of grains, antibiotics, and other drugs, leaving the fish with gray flesh, which is then pinkened with synthetic astaxanthin. Now, hopefully, I'm saying that right. It's Astaxanthin if you would like to look it up. And it's made from petrochemicals. And again, I want to remind you that all of these things have been approved by the FDA. So the third thing on our list is bromated vegetable oil. It's found in sports drinks, citrus flavored sodas, and the main ingredient is a poisonous chemical that is toxic and corrosive to the body, having been linked to organ system damage, birth defects, schizophrenia, and more. If those weren't terrifying enough, there's even more. Okay, so, and again, I want to remind you, these are FDA approved foods. Olestra is number 4 on our list. It's fat-free potato chips and French fries. I make it a point to not eat any foods that pretend to be something else. Fat-free potato chips is definitely one of them. Okay, it's bad because lower calorie counts aren't always worth it when the product is made with cooking oil substitute. Okay, Olestra is a cooking oil substitute which inhibits the body's ability to absorb vitamins. Okay, number 5 on our list is Azocardobonamide, and I'm not sure I'm saying it right. If you want to look it up, it is Azocarbonamide, and it's found in frozen dinners. Frozen dinners. I always thought frozen foods were safe. You cook it, you freeze it, you warm it up, you eat it. But this is found in frozen dinners, boxed pasta, packaged baked goods, and various breads. Okay, I never liked like boxed potato buzz or anything on that idea. Try to eat real food when you're eating and try to go organic. It has to be certified organic. You don't just want, out of natural flavored foods or this or that. So the wording can get confusing. It's bad because the chemical which helps bleach flour, it bleaches the flour quickly, but it's also used in foamed plastics and has been linked to asthma. Okay, synthetic hormones, RBHH and RBST. It's found in milk and dairy products. All right, so now while I can't say I never drank milk, I do believe that we are not baby cows, we're not calves. So I don't think people should be drinking milk anyway. However, I do know that there are some things, I mean, we grew up on it. Okay, why it's bad? Why milk and dairy products? All right, and we're talking about synthetic hormones that's put into the food. You've probably heard about the dangers of some synthetic hormones by now. So it's borderline insane that they're still legal in the United States. Cows treated with them can become infertile, develop inflamed udders. Okay, and you know, if the udders become inflamed, they give them antibiotics. So hopefully you know that. If we think humans are immune to the effects, we are wrong. The hormones have been linked to breast, colon, and prostate cancer. So it's definitely not something that you want to mess around with. And I know that I keep saying this, but these are FDA approved foods. Number 7 on the list, BHA, BHT, found in cereal, gum, butter, meat, mixed nuts. Okay, another reason why it's important to go organic, people. It's bad because they help keep food from becoming rancid, which is good in theory. I totally agree. But these chemicals have been proven to cause cancer in rats, and the risk of causing cancer is in humans is not one worth taking. Don't take the risk. Now, I know organic foods can be extremely expensive. However, one sad truth is that the money is more important to these people who are selling these foods than your health is. So if in fact you insist on better quality foods, you will find that the market for those will become competitive. If I'm selling organic meat for $8 a pound and you're willing to sell it for $7.50 a pound, then I have to sell it for $7. So the prices would eventually come down, but people need to insist on better quality foods. And again, these are FDA things used in our food. Okay, so who's putting the pressure on FDA to okay these foods as well as other things, which is beyond the purview of this conversation. But I want to talk about number 8 is arsenic. Okay, it's found in chicken feed. It promotes growth, boosts pigmentation, which in turn makes the chicken flesh look much more pink and probably appear healthier, but it's anything but. Arsenic is classified as a human carcinogen by the Environmental Protection Agency. So eat at your own risk. Okay, hopefully we're getting the message here. Potassium bromate found in wraps, rolls, flatbread, bagel chips, breadcrumbs, made with the same harmful chemical as bromated vegetable oil. Bromated flour helps with decreasing baking time and cost, but is the convenience worth the risk of kidney damage, cancer, nervous system damage? I, you know, these foods, all right, again, all approved by the FDA, yet let me tell you where I'm getting this information from so that you can look into this a little bit more on your own. It's at delish.com, 9 toxic American dishes. And they are foods and food products that have been banned in other countries. And in the USA, our FDA has approved these for human consumption. In his book, The Superhuman Organism, Rodney DeWitt says that we are becoming a society of disabled people. Okay, when I read that, I was like, okay, it's true. Our food has been played around with so much and modified and changed and all this and that, the the gluten, the flour that our parents ate, our grandparents ate, is no longer. It's different. And now everyone is gluten sensitive. We have celiacs. We have all kinds of allergies and all kinds of things that were, if they were there in the past, they weren't as prominent as they are now. And so as the Durrani DeWitt actually has a PhD. And, when I read that sentence, we're becoming a society of disabled people, it really hit home. So this is a gift, all right? The gift of knowledge is always a gift, and it's something worth looking into. Let's insist in the upcoming year for better quality food, cleaner foods. I mean, parents, we have a new baby in our family, and it's like, you think that you're doing the right thing, you're giving them this, you're giving them that, and all this food is FDA approved and all this good stuff. So we want to think that the FDA, our government, is doing what's best for us. Okay, but do a little research, all right, and make some good food decisions for yourself and your family, especially if you have new family on the way. Okay, important to know. So instead of becoming a society of disabled humans, disabled people, let's work on and focus on becoming a society of knowledgeable, more healthy people. Okay? So we want to wish you a wonderful, happy 25 days of Christmas. And along with the gift of knowledge, also comes the gift of music. And I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of help this time. Hold on. Okay, so with a little bit of arm twisting, I got my sister to sing a song with me. And this is one of our favorites. We used to, when my mother was still with us, we used to sing in the car. We'd go on these road trips, and my mother had a good voice, and she would sing and so on and so forth. So me and my sister are going to sing one of our favorite Christmas songs, and we're going to do it a cappella. So we're not professionals. Bear with us. So I'm going to count this in. Is that all right? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. So 1, 2, deep breath. 3. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you've delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm the storms with your hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kissed your little baby, you kissed the hand of God. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy was heaven's perfect lamb. This sleeping child you're holding is the great I am. So that's us, the agony duet. Merry Christmas from all of us. Bye for now.